My session is on personalized learning analytics, the perfect combination of EdTech and AI. Sounds a bit spooky, but as a kid, we have always felt that our teachers, they do not understand me, and I like this particular teacher's teaching style, and this particular teacher's teaching style is a bit too overwhelming for me. Well, we all have our own learning style. We all are driven by different experiences. I, for one, enjoy learning in a more visual representation manner, one with real life examples. But I have friends who enjoy more theoretical manner, driven by more theoretical examples and learning the definition first and then implementing the example and then coming up with real life examples as well. Well, no learning style is right or wrong. We all have our own personalized style as per se. And that is what we will be exploring, how AI can be beneficial here with so many of online platforms, with so many of universities adapting to these styles, teaching styles, and using virtual assistant with our first artificial intelligence teacher that was launched recently, tested recently. How technology can become our friend in the form of education sector. I am Bhatia here, your speaker. I have been associated with Women Tech Makers Ambassador, vocationing for gender equality, promoting the technology more and more, and giving it back to the society as well, because through Google events and Google being the company that has motivated me a lot, I have learned a lot from there. I did my master's from University of Eastern Finland. I was one of the scholarship students here. In fact, thanks to Business Finland, I am here presenting this session in front of you guys. I am also pursuing my PhD from there, again in EdTech and AI. And my own initiatives are Cognizire, and we have recently partnered with Data Profit, where we provide AI consultancy, and DHBW Germany, where I'm teaching remotely. Done with the jargon. Now let us move into the reason why we are all here. Well, artificial intelligence, what it is. If I have to define it in one line, artificial intelligence is a way or means that helps us to transfer natural intelligence to the machines, make it smarter, make it better, and make it useful for us human beings. Why we are using it in education, like we discussed, that we all have our own different learning styles. So basically, if I open my Amazon shopping cart and if you open your Amazon shopping cart, we will both have different suggestions there. So basically, similarly in the education field, we would want an ideal platform would be the one which will give us different suggestions. My learning style is different. My aim, my goal is different. I am a PhD student in AI and specializing in education technology. So I would like to have more suggestions in analytics field, in data science field, in AI models that can be used for human psychology as per se. But if someone who is doing specialization in image recognition, they would like to have more suggestions in object tracking, in video analysis, in edge computing. So we all have different requirements. We all need different suggestions. So AI should give us different suggestions in education field as well. What are the benefits of AI in these enhancing learning? You understand your customer, basically the students better. You understand the features that are relevant here better. And you understand how a student learns, their journey better. So these educational institutions can become better, the online platforms can become better. We can use exactly these learnings as well in marketing as well. Because even there you need to understand know your customer, KYC that they say. Each customer will have different requirement. Each customer would like to have a different approach there. Even for sales, you would need to approach each person in a different manner. You need to convince them in a different style. They have different notions and they have different requirements as well. So what exactly is learning analytics? Learning analytics is a field of data science, which helps us to analyze, understand the learning style, understand the customization that is needed there. And then there is a learning analysis where you understand the process of learning that happens through different timestamps. So basically, here in my PhD, I am collecting my data set. So I'm collecting this same data set. I'm asking the same questions to the same set of students at 7 different time points, just to know, like before exams, what are their thoughts? After exams, what are their thoughts? Before holiday break, what are their thoughts? For exact same questionnaire, they might be stressed, they might not be stressed. There are a lot of students, you can divide them into different clusters, but within the cluster, like suppose you divide the students into different clusters based on their grades, but within the cluster, there should be a subcluster, something like a hidden Markov model, hidden features. There are a lot of hidden features there, where you can understand, okay, this person is scoring well, but is not spending that much of time on the assignments. So basically, this course is way too easy for this particular student. We are just wasting this person's time in this class. We should just move him or her to a next class there. Or you can find that one student is struggling, even though he or she is putting in too much of effort there in the classes. They're completing all the assignments in time, but they just, sometimes students just go blank when they are on stage. So they might have a stage fright. They might not, they might just forget because they get nervous. So then it's not fair to fail such a student just because that poor kid got scared. So these are the things that we can analyze and we can come across using artificial intelligence. So this is what the concept of personalized learning is, that tailoring the education to each individual's need, understanding each and every individual student that is there. Why it is important? Because each child is important, each child's learning style, brainwave is different, each child's experiences are different. And that is why we can use this type of a learning style very easily in an online platform, or with the schools coming up with adopting to Moodle, LMS. You already have access to these data sets there. So you can just use these to better the education system. Improving, enhancing, and enabling. These are the three points where we would like to focus in this whole session. What are the challenges? The challenges are privacy and data security concerns, of course, because we would not, when we are sharing this type of data set, the student's name is there. There can be existing biases that are there in the algorithm because of the gender inequality or misrepresentation of a lot of marginalized regions. These can be the challenges because we would not want any child's personal information to be leaked through these data sets, and we would not want any existing societal biases and norms to creep into the AI algorithms, because these algorithms are created by humans in the end. And all of us have biases. I have my own biases. Like, for example, I like the color pink. And that is a one major bias that that when I am coding an algorithm, knowingly or unknowingly, I can include that in the formula or in form of the weights of these algorithms. So these are the challenges that we need to be very aware of and to think about before we are creating this type of a system, because a child's future is at stake through these algorithms, and we would not want it to get hampered, or we would want to overcome the societal biases that are existing through these systems and not carry forward them. So, and the third one being the technological barrier and accessibility issues, because a lot of these algorithms, they are dependent on cloud data, and you need to have connectivity, and you need to have good internet speeds when you are running them. In this session, as we move ahead, we'll try and cover how we can take care of these challenges as much as possible, because I have included a few minutes dedicated to edge computing as well, which helps us to overcome these things. So, yeah. So best practices are establish clear goals. There should be right amount of collaboration. We should not only focus on data scientists, but also have a panel of educators as well as a part of the board when we are creating this type of products, and not only AI engineers and CEOs, but also some person who is experienced in teaching as well, so that they are the ones who will be using these products, and they are the ones who should test these products as well. And there should be transparency. They should know what data is being used, where it is used, and how it is being used, and what features are being responsible for the outcomes. And there should be continuous monitoring and evaluation as well. So like I always say, I was even discussing with my friend before the session that artificial intelligence and natural intelligence should work hand in hand, so that we can create awesome product always. And not only in the case of this, but in general, whenever you are creating a product, you should have a panel of people who will be using this product, or who are the people, like if it's for marketing, if it's for sales, there should be people who will be using this product, or who have real actual world experience of that product. So then you can create the best product always. So this is the first example. Here it's a very, very basic logistic regression model that a logistic regression model that I have included here. So we'll go step by step. So this is the first step of basic data science and machine learning. Here you can see that let us have a hypothetical student data.csv file that we are loading, and the labels are final grade. You will be using you are using this to just train your model using a basic logistic regression. Student data has student names, their gender, their age, their classroom, their attendance, their final grades, past grades, study time, all of this thing. Of course, we will drop the target. The final grade will be the target variable, so you will drop it and then just divide it into training data set and testing data set. And you implement the logistic regression model, it will automatically learn how all of these features that are there as input, they impact your output, and print the accuracy score. Easy peasy, simple. Now we move one step ahead. Deep learning and neural networks. Now deep learning and neural networks, they are designed, basically neural network means that network of brain. So they are designed on how we human beings think, and they have different hidden layers. With each hidden layer, you come across more, you enter deeper, and you do a deeper analysis on your features that are present. You understand the correlation between these features, and you scale these features, and then there is an output on how, based on the correlation and analysis of these features together, on how the student's grade will be impacted. Let us see. So first we have done standard scaling. Why? Because we would like to have these features in with zero mean and with unit variance as well, so that all of these features are on a same scale, and features with higher scalar value do not impact or overpower the features with lower scalar value as well. So that is what we are doing here. And when we do analysis, there is still an issue that, okay, there are features there, but how are these features impacting? What is happening here? How is it happening here? So for that, we come across reinforcement learning. What we do in reinforcement learning is we prepare a Q-learning table. We understand, okay, how a student is learning, how is there is positive threshold, positive values, there are negative values that are reward values that are given. We understand how does it impact, how is it, how is each state improved after a session taken by an AI tutor with the students. What are the features that are impacting them? Okay, if we give them more sessions, their performance is improving there. If we give them more tests, they become more stressed and their performance is decreasing. Or for some student, you will notice that more tests means a better performance, a better learning there. So these reward action and reward table that is created, that helps us to improve the students' learning style as well. This is what is being followed by a lot of online learning platforms. Then comes the explainable AI. A lot of people are saying that AI has become a black box. Okay, fine, the performance is improving. Okay, fine, we are getting a better output, but how? What features are responsible for that? So this question can be answered thanks to our friend Explainable AI here. So you will notice this library, Shapely Additive Library. It helps us to understand, it will create a table. It helps us to understand the relevance of each feature for each particular group of student, cluster of student, or each particular student there, and how much it is impacting. You can even draw a bar graph out of it to see that, okay, how these values are impacting your outputs. Then comes the question of technology. The technology impacts the final outcome. Technology is causing, and there is a privacy issue that a lot of schools would not be, even if we come up with this for the schools, they would say, hey, we do not want to share our data sets out there. So that is when we can use edge computing. What edge computing does is that, if I have to explain in very, very simple words, is suppose there are 5 schools that are participating. There is a central server where we are creating our own machine learning model. We'll not ask for data from them. We'll just share our model with these 5 schools. They will run it on their local server, on their data set, the same model. Then that model will be improved based on reinforcement learning and all the things that we saw right now. And they all will have different features, relevant features for them. They will share this with this central server, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. There are 5 different versions of this model. We'll have that model. We'll again run it on a central server and come up with a better model, and again share it. So this way, this model will become smarter and smarter without having to access their data, without them being scared of losing their own data, or breach of data privacy, or breach of contract with any of these students. And you have a better model that can be run. So that is what edge computing is about in a nutshell. Some companies that are doing really cool work in this field are Dreambox, Duolingo, Newton, Aleph Education, Turnitin. We know them that Newton and Aleph Education and Dreambox are on personalized learning analytics, providing personal feedback and using reinforcement learning with improved content. Duolingo, if you have not tried, please do try it out. It automatically, you will notice that when you are trying to learn a language, if you make a mistake somewhere, you will see that same word 3 or 4 times more until and unless you get it right. And the words that you attempt in, like if you are learning, suppose German language, Finnish language, or Hindi language, any language, if you make a mistake, you will see that word again and again. And if you attempt it right, it will automatically keep on improving the level and increasing the level so that you can learn it faster and more efficient and fun way as well. Turnitin helps all of us would have used it at some point, helps in improving academic writing and also to test how much of plagiarism checker as well, as one of the best plagiarism checker as well. Future directions and trends would be to keep on coming up with more collaborative solutions, address these challenges, and keep on moving this space forward on how learning can be made more fun, effective, and we can improve it in a more enhanced way. Thank you.